Still on Senate President Chiz Escudero, he held a press briefing just minutes ago. Among the issues tackled is the Supreme Court's decision on VP Sara's impeachment case. For more on this, we go live to Hannah T. at the Senate. Hannah, what's next for the Senate as an impeachment court? SP Chiz earlier said wala ito sa agenda, but for sure this will be tackled. He described it as the elephant in the room.
That's right. No, the Senate is set to hold a caucus this afternoon to discuss legislative priorities and possibly the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte. And you're right, Escudero said that while the Supreme Court ruling is not formally on the agenda, it will most likely be tackled. And he said that sooner or later they will need to decide on how to move forward. The High Court earlier declared the impeachment complaint against VP Sara unconstitutional and that the Senate never had jurisdiction over the complaint because of a violation of the VP's right to due process. The justices ruled that the draft complaint and evidence should have been given to all members of the House and to the respondent before a vote was taken and before the complaint was transmitted to the Senate last February 5. The ruling is immediately executory, and according to Escudero, the Senate is bound to respect that decision. He adds that the court's recognition of the Senate's earlier concerns, including issues on due process, validates their position. The impeachment court earlier asked the House to clarify that it did not violate the one-year bar rule or the filing of multiple impeachment complaints against an official, and it is willing to pursue the complaint even in the 20th Congress. And should the Senate decide on the ruling later in plenary, for now, Escudero said there's no need to convene as an impeachment court. Mai?
Hannah, doesn't this, though, also deprive the Senate of its constitutional mandate to hold officials accountable through an impeachment trial if they decide not to push through with it?
That's right, Mai. Actually, Escudero clarified earlier that impeachment is not the only form of holding an official accountable. And he said legal cases could still be filed if warranted. And it can be recalled that VP Sara has a pending case before the DOJ, including grave threats and inciting to sedition after stating a supposed kill plot against the first couple and House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Mai?
Hannah, does he have any reaction to the president's SONA, especially now that he's on the hot seat regarding issues on the 2025 national budget? Especially dun sa alleged budget insertions, ano? May explicit denial na siya, di ba, dito? At tinawag niya itong demolition job.
He reacted sharply to the allegations and he calls it, tama ka no, he calls it a demolition job against him. At medyo nagpahiwatig siya na tila alam niya kung kanino galing itong mga nag-surface na issue. At sinabi niya sa atin na most likely galing ito sa Kamara, but he did not further detail kung bakit at sino ba itong sinasabi niyang galing sa Kamara. And this is the first time in his 27 years in public service na nagkaroon daw ng ganoong allegations against him. And there was visible tension as he defended budget amendments, and he says they're not illegal and insists that the real issue naman is the pork barrel, not congressional revisions. And doon naman sa SONA ni President Bongbong Marcos, he praised the speech for its focus on public services and humility in leadership. And on the part where PBBM mentioned corruption and holding public officials accountable, he said he will file a bill barring government officials up to the fourth degree of relationship from becoming government contractors. He says it's a step forward to preventing conflict of interest and boosting accountability in public service. Back to you, Mai.
Hannah, isa pang nausisa yung allegedly pagbisita ni SP Chiz doon kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Natanong din siya dito? At ano reaksyon niya?
Yes. Yes, May, natanong natin siya about the visit noong kasagsagan ng di umano'y insertions para sa 2025 national budget. Doon niya nga nabanggit no, na in-expect niya na rin somehow dahil nga para sa kanya galing itong issue na ito sa Kamara na nagkaroon ng di umano'y insinuation na hindi naman daw masama magkaroon ng pagbisita lalo na sa kasagsagan ng amendments at reiterate niya sa atin na ang issue naman talaga ay ang pork barrel, which is for him ay different sa congressional insertions na nangyayari tuwing BICAM, and also he called na kakausapin niya itong si Senator Win Gatchalian, who is poised to be the chair of the Committee on Finance, na sabihin na maging transparent when it comes to BICAM conferences. Mai?
Thank you. Hannah T. reporting to us live from the Senate.